Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading, we'll be doing an extended weekend reading, looking at the energy surrounding us on the weekend of February 23rd through the 25th, 2018. For the reading, I'll be pulling 3 cards from the Sun and Moon Tarot deck, plus 1 card from the bottom of the deck as the overall energy for the weekend, and 1 additional card from the Earth Magic Oracle card deck by Stephen Farmer. Just remember, these are general readings, right? The only way for you to get a truly personalized reading focusing on you and what's going on in your life right now would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com, or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Right, let me just put the camera down a little bit. I have already meditated off camera and have already shuffled the cards, but I'll give the deck a few more shuffles here so we can get into our reading. So Spirit, what do we need to know? What are the energies surrounding us on the weekend of February 23rd through the 25th, 2018? What do we need to know? What are the energies surrounding us on the weekend of February 23rd through the 25th, 2018? Right, we have in the past position. So the energy as we go into the weekend, we have the King of Cups, followed by the Six of Cups. That will be in the present position, right, or sort of the middle of the weekend. And the outbound card we have, don't know if you can see it, sorry for the glare here, Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortunes, number 10 of the Major Arcana. Okay, and the card at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. All right, so let me put this here, and we're looking for 1 additional Oracle card, 1 additional message for the weekend of February 23rd through February 25th. What do we need to know? What are the messages surrounding the weekend of February 23rd through the 25th? And 1 card, 1 message for the weekend of February 23rd through the 25th. We have rain, purification. Let me hold it so you can see it better. Sorry for the glare. Okay, so starting off with the energy of the Three of Wands, right? This is our overall energy for the weekend. So beginning with the suit of wands itself, the suit of wands deals with usually we think of it, well, it's fire energy, right? And we think of it as having to do with sort of the day-to-day, kind of the mundane things that we do in life, right? Such as the work that we perform. It's also, sometimes we think of it as like the chores that we do around the house. It has to do with creative projects, creativity. It has to do with our own, ambition and our own drive for doing the things that we do, right? So it's kind of daily matters, right? And the energy and enthusiasm with which we approach these daily matters. And the Three of Wands, this is a card of, sometimes it's a card of when you're waiting for, kind of that return on investment. So for example, in the traditional tarot, we see the man and he's looking out, he's standing on this cliff looking out across the sea, waiting for his ships to come in, really sort of symbolizing all of the hard work, everything he's put into, what he's been working on, the creative projects, whatever the decision was that he made with the card before this, the Two of Wands, right? He took control of the situation, of the matter. He made a decision, and now he's just kind of there waiting to see what return he's going to get on all this time and energy invested. in this particular deck, it has to do with, it can represent sort of something new coming in, like a new job, something that's quite exciting, right? A new position, a new challenge coming in, new directions. And with this as the overall energy and the Wheel of Fortune as the outbound energy, for some of you watching the video, there could be new things on the horizon with regards to your work, right? That will be one group of you watching. It also has to do with, if we look at the man, let me put this back up. You see the man here on the card, he's juggling, right? He's juggling the 3 torches. So, in order to do that, he also has to be, somebody who is quite balanced, somebody, who is able to handle different things at one time. And the card itself in this deck is called Virtue. But let's see how it ties in with the rest of the messages here. So we have in the past position the King of Cups, followed by the Six of Cups. So 2 Cups cards, one next to the other. The Suit of Cups has to do with water. All right, it's water energy, so it's our feelings, our emotions. It also has to do with intuition. It has to do with when things that bring us happiness, right? And just with regards to, it could be with our relationships. It could be even, in the work sector, just feelings towards the work that we do. With the court cards, when they appear in a reading, they can be actual people that might be playing a significant role, right, during this weekend, right? So if so, this would be, typically it would be an older water sign individual. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man here, right? He appears as the King of Cups, but could be male or female, but generally an older water sign individual, so Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And this person, when the kings and queens appear, we usually think of them as having mastered that particular suit. So the King of Cups, he is somebody who really has mastered the Suit of Cups. So he's somebody with his emotions very under control. He's he's a very loving, a very spontaneous, a very sort of outgoing individual, right? He's a very emotionally balanced as well, right? He's somebody who he has quite deep feelings, but he has control over those feelings, right? And we see he's rushing in here. He's sort of offering this cup of love. You can see he's, So this might, for some of you, this might have been, as we move into, leaving the week, moving into the weekend, you might have had something come in. It could be in the form of, an actual offering of love, or it could be an offering of something that brings you great joy, great happiness. Could be tied to this new, possibly this new adventure, or this new opportunity, or career, or job offer. If it's not a person, then this could just be an event. This could be just you finding out about something, that makes you quite happy with this King of Cups here. Which leads to the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is, in this deck, it's called pleasure, right? And we see that there are, they're sort of they're playing very innocently, kind of like, it makes us think of childhood memories, feelings towards those childhood memories. But a lot of times we think of this card as being attached to past life connections as well. So soulmate connections, past life connections. It can go back to just childhood memories, something related to your childhood, or where you lived when you were a child, or where you lived in, many years ago. But it also can be linked to past life connections. So, this person, there could be some link between this person and, so there could be some type of past life connection with this with this King of Cups individual. That's quite possible. It could also, that could be news having to do with something related to your childhood friends, the place where you lived when you were a child. Maybe this new job might have something to do with either where you used to live. It could have to do with a place somewhere by water. We see that we have the King of Cups charging across water. They're playing in water, and like I said, usually this Three of Wands, it's the man looking out across the water. So there's usually there are ships. He's waiting for the ships. He's staring out across the water. So there could be something to do with water involved. And interesting, because the oracle card is rain, which obviously is water and purification. So there might be something to do with water. Maybe this new opportunity, or this news that's coming in. It's related to somebody who lives by water, or this might involve you moving or going to somewhere by water. It could have to do with something, many times with this Three of Wands cards, it's news coming from across the sea because of the ships. So it could be, somebody overseas, or some type of new opportunity related to, something overseas. But whatever it is, this is a very sort of balanced, a very fair energy. The Six of Cups, like I was saying, we usually think of it as being very happy, sort of pleasant as well. Something that brings back those childhood memories, or reconnecting. Could be reconnecting with old friends, or it could also go back to, it's called pleasure. So going back to feeling like you did when you were a child, doing something, maybe this job has something to do with a childhood, maybe wish that you had, it's something linked to that, or maybe it brings you the type of joy that you had when you were a child and did that particular activity. But whatever it is, it's a happy energy, right? And this card doesn't actually show the Six of Cups is quite different than in the regular deck, because in the traditional tarot, it's sort of, there's this looking back at the past, but still moving forward, kind of continuing on into the unknown, which would, kind of lead into typically this Wheel of Fortune card, which is a card of, of kind of the unknown, and of the wheels turning, things changing. It's also a card that has, this karmic, this fated type of energy tied to it as well. So when the Wheel of Fortune appears like this, it's bringing in new things, right? We have definitely, there are new things, but they're also fated. And sitting next to the Six of Cups card, which also has this very sort of fated, this soulmate, this a past life or past experiences, and sitting next to the Wheel of Fortune card, whatever this new cycle is that's coming in, this new chapter, and it's a significant one because it's a major arcana card. This could very well be tied to your past, or a past life, or some type of past life connection, or some type of karmic connection, because we know that with past life connections are quite interesting, because many times we come into this lifetime, with this understanding that there is some type of karmic debt to be repaid, or some type of karmic debt to be repaid to us, or vice versa. So there could be something, quite karmic related to this new beginning. It also speaks of changes in direction, which, with the movement, we see that the king, he's sort of charging ahead here, right? And he's moving across water. So there could be a change in direction, a change in location. This could be it speaks of life-changing opportunities as well. But it's the universe, coming in and really stepping in, and these are fated events. They're meant to happen, right? And with the Three of Wands guiding the weekend as the overall energy, definitely expansion, expansive, looking out, new horizons, new opportunities. So change is definitely in the wind, it seems like, for for some of you watching the video. It's interesting, it's just a short weekend reading, but quite powerful, powerful message coming through for the weekend. So, yeah, interesting. Now with the rain card for the oracle card, I like to read from the book to give you the full meaning of the card. And this rain card says, let me find it. It's called Purification. And it says, purifying your mind, body, and spirit is the task that is put before you. Purify your mind by identifying a prominent belief you carry about yourself that inhibits you from being fully engaged in life, from showing up 100% of the time. Purify your heart by allowing yourself to breathe in and out blessings and forgiveness so that you can love even more deeply. Let yourself feel your grief, truly feel it, so that rivers of your tears become miniature baptisms that help heal the wounds in your soul. If necessary, detoxify your body, the temple and seat of the soul, by changing your diet, doing a cleanse for a few days, or simply drinking more water. Increasing the daily amount of water you drink with deep appreciation for its purpose will revitalize your spirit. It is no wonder that in some indigenous languages, water is called lifeblood, as it is so essential to every form of life on earth. Take time to purify yourself. And it continues on here with the description of rain itself and the idea of purification. And it says, no matter whether it's a light shower or a deluge, rain cleanses and purifies. The moisture that has evaporated from the various bodies of water on the planet and was drawn into the atmosphere now returns to Earth as liquid precipitation in nature's vast and comprehensive water recycling program. Depending on when and where the rain falls, it can come as a welcome relief or a nuisance. Even the air smells fresh after a good rain. It also brings in clean water, which provides needed sustenance for plants, animals, and humans. At its most intense, rainstorms arrive as an avalanche of water, often accompanied by great and powerful winds with considerable flooding and destruction, as an unfortunate consequence of nature's impersonal balancing act. What is purged makes way for new life to appear. And that's interesting because this idea of balance, I had it here with the King of Cups, right? And how he's a very balanced individual and balances his emotions. We had it here with the man juggling and being a very balanced individual as he, looks out and is expanding his horizons and waiting for the new things coming in. And then we have this, with the new cycle, this new life coming in with the Wheel of Fortune card, and then, really ties in very well with the rain card. So I do hope that these messages have helped you. I thank you once again for joining me here. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.